Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin. Yeah, Bitcoin has provided some further evidence that a top is in place in this wave 1, this 5-wave pattern that started to develop on the 5th of July. In this video, I really only want to take a look at the 1-hour time frame, the shorter time frame chart, and in yesterday's video, in the last video, I actually took a look at the daily chart. So if you are interested in the wider context, yeah, feel free to check that out. This here is only the shorter time frame. We have seen a 5-wave move up into the 21st of July highs, the Monday high, 22nd of July. The price reached the minimum expectations for this 5th wave in wave 1. Okay, so it's possible that wave 5 topped here after we had wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, wave 5. But another extension is possible, especially as long as we're holding the upper orange support region. So someone asked me earlier today, what is the difference between the upper and the lower support region here? Well, the upper one is really micro support. That is a very fragile support area. And it really is just there to give me some Fibonacci levels to watch for a possible additional upside extension. Now, I'm not saying this will happen. It is still likely. It's still reasonable to watch for one more high. But again, you know, the minimum expectations to the upside are completed for this 5-wave move. So while it is worth to keep an open mind, I have highlighted earlier today that once we get a break below the white A-wave low, which was the Tuesday low, so 65,500, it would increase probabilities that the white B wave has topped, and that is the B wave of wave 2. So that takes us to the yellow support region. You could now take the view that as long as we stay below today's high at 67,150, the C wave down is unfolding. A, B, C. And this would be within the context of a wave 2 correction. And for the wave 2 correction, the yellow support region is relevant between 56,460 and 62,390. As I said, the upper one will have to break at some point probably, well, if the wave 2 is unfolding. So it's actually a very fragile one, and it just tells me about some fib levels to watch. The lower one is wave 2 support. It's actually written on there, and it is the main support region. Against this support area, I'm focusing generally on higher prices. I said it in my first video today, it is a bullish chart. It should be treated like that because we have a 5-wave move up, and it stays a bullish chart directly as long as we stay above 56,460. So this is a more stable support area for the corrective pullback that is correcting the entire rally that started on the 5th of July. I hope that makes sense. This is the more stable element. Even more stable is the larger support area underneath, which is daily chart support. It's on the daily chart. But this would be involving the bigger picture. We covered the daily chart earlier today. For now, it's quite constructive price action that it tells us we might indeed have topped in wave 1. I find this still too small. This could still lead to another upside extension. So, but for me, it's about, I mentioned it also, you know, before. It's not so much about, you know, I'm not predicting about what's happening, but understanding what are the pivots, what are the potentials, what is key support, and at the moment it's at 56,460. Are we in an overall bullish scenario? My view is yes, and therefore I am going to buy if we get close to that yellow support box, and I will sell further, take some more profits if we get one more upside extension. It is, again, it's quite simple. It's not easy, but it is quite simple. Some of you have asked me what the impact is of the DXY. And also I was asked where the DXY updates are now, because I haven't updated the DXY for a while. Well, they are on the Forex channel. If you follow the newsletter, you can sign up in the description. Then you know that we now provide the DXY updates on the Forex channel, which you can find also linked in the description. It's the More Forex Online channel. Make sure you subscribe there as well for free for these DXY updates. Also, Euro USD is sometimes updated. Plan is to expand the Forex section a little bit in the future. Slowly, you know, crypto is at the moment the focus. But in terms of the DXY, The price has pushed, or the DXY has pushed a little higher since it bottomed there around the 17th of July. So expectations are for a little bit more of a bounce, corrective bounce in wave B here into this resistance area between 104 and 105, and then possibly a decline. So that could give the crypto sector a bit of a boost. But I have to say, I'm not a fan of these correlations. The DXY has been moving sideways since 2022. Anybody who's telling me they are inversely correlated, how do you explain that, right? Bitcoin has, I don't know, quadrupled in that period, and the DXY has just gone sideways. Nobody can tell me they are inversely correlated. Maybe here and there, 50% of the time, whatever. But anyway, check out the DXY update. If you're interested, you can do that on the Forex channel. Just wanted to highlight again, they are just not correlated. They're not inversely correlated. Yes, sometimes they might be, sometimes they are not. Even with the stock market, people tell me the stock market DXY inversely correlated. Really? Have you looked at the charts? Have you looked at the charts? Have you looked at what the S&P 500 has done? Have you looked at what the DXY has done in the same period? Literally nothing. Also, to clear up that myth, to debunk it, yeah. I mean, inversely correlated with crypto? Really? Look at the long-term chart. Starting from 2008, what can you see? An uptrend. Bitcoin has also been in an uptrend. There is no inverse correlation. Okay, it's what people like to talk about to get clicks and views. It's just not there. It just isn't. The data is clear. You've just seen it. But still, we could push a little higher. But if you think it has an impact on crypto, maybe. Yeah, short term, maybe. But then you have to check always, are they correlating currently or not? And if we say, okay, we push a little higher here, assuming they might be inversely correlated, that C wave up might be our C wave down on the Bitcoin chart. Okay, maybe. Either way, I'm looking forward for to a wave 2 decline. It might not happen just yet, but if we keep going, also break below the red line, that's the next support at 63,200 roughly. Well, that would be further confirmation that we are in wave C, and then I will start adding as we get closer to 63K. I might already start to add around 64K, 63, 64, small, very, very small. And then as we get closer and more into the wave 2 support region, a little bit more. Yeah. And then hopefully we start a third wave rally. That would be amazing. That's what many people are waiting for. That's my update about Bitcoin. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also, make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.